popped over to say hello to Ray. We've had a nice break in the weather. It's been awful recently, but the last couple of days have given us a chance to catch up with the allotment. And when I came over to have a look at what he's doing, I was blown away by these champion onions. So go on, Ray, tell us what's going on.
We've got champion. It's a Centurion here. They came as sets. I couldn't get them in when I got them, so I put them in little section trays, started them off on there and then planted them out. But these, they done pretty well, these. There's quite a lot of them don't get that big, but it's spread out a bit, so you've got a bit of room to grow decent sized onions there.
I mean, they're not a variety that's renowned for getting humongous, are they? But they've really bulked up.
Yeah, I don't think so. They're called Centurion. They're spares from a neighbour. He gave them a set, so he planted his and he gave me the rest of them. But they've done quite well.
Well, I've had a look at the...
There's a couple of them that gave up,
yeah,
rotting, and that's it.
Well, I've had a look at the ones that the neighbour that we're talking about, Roger, gave you, and yours are doing much better than Roger's. So what's your secret? What have you been feeding it?
Well, before there was broccoli in there, and I limed it, and I put a little bit of muck in this time before I planted them, and that's it. But I don't know what.
Tell us about your water regime, because you thought that maybe I'd overwatered my onions, which is why some of them had bolted. And it's ironic that put too much water on and it can cause it to bolt. Or rot. Underwatering can cause it to bolt. What did you do? Did you put any water on? Did you irrigate it at all?
I planted them out and I watered them.
Initially?
Yeah.
Right.
That was early on, and then that was it. They got a little bit of, when it got really dry, you got a little bit of water then, but you also got some feed, nettle feed.
Oh yeah, you were saying you were putting some nettle feed on.
Which bit hit and miss with that, because look how strong it is.
Well, anyway,
But they look alright. Now they're starting to finish off.
Right.
Once it's upright, it's still growing, but once the tops start bending over, they're finishing.
And it's this that you're looking for, aren't you?
Yeah. So
when
they're like that,
right,
leave them for a couple of weeks, get a fork underneath, loosen them,
yeah,
and leave them on there. Don't cut them off.
Right.
Don't bend them over yourself, because they'll rot on the neck.
So if there's one mega tip that you're going to give me and the viewers, it's put it in and leave it to nature. Don't bother with overwatering and constantly.
If it's bone dry, they grow in Spain and something like that where it's hot.
The Mediterranean climate that we're talking
Hot
about,
and dry.
aren't we? Yeah.
So they'd be fine with that. As long as you get them in at the start, the roots down at the bottom.
Yeah. They'll go
Then they'll
searching
grow.
for the moisture.
They'll look for the water.
Lovely. Right.
They look like they're going to be the best one for a long time.
Well, it's why I wanted to get you to talk a little bit about it, because I've known you for a few years now, and these look like one of the best batch of onions that I've ever seen you grow.
There's not had onions in there for quite a long time. We had lime in before and a bit of muck before I put them in. So.
Right. Well, thanks for your advice on growing onions.
Well, they don't like a lot of weeds around them.
Right. That's that.
They need that to grow.
Right. That little bit of extra initial clearing of the weed, and then doing it again, and then keeping on top of it. Yeah. It's just horticulture, isn't it? Keeping on top of the weeds.
When they're young, space them out so you can get a hoe in between.
Right, okay.
Get the weeds down. The weeds in there now are not going to do any harm to them.
Lovely. Thanks for that.